Welcome, guys. Welcome. Let's share, and wait for a few more people to join. Welcome, guys. We have updates for you today. We are looking at the ECZ accreditation process. We are also looking at Mr. Kambwili's campaign on Facebook. We are looking at Zambia police and their interference with our politics. And then we are also have a special guest who is one of the top party officials from Mpulungu. So welcome, guys. Let's just share. I'll wait for a few more people to join in before we get started. Welcome, guys. Join in before we get started. I see you, Inonge. Welcome, my sister. I see you, Maite. I see you. Welcome, guys. Tell me where you're watching from. Share. Hi, Maite from Munkombwe. I love you too. Welcome, guys. Thank you for your feedback. This is what keeps us going, guys. Share. Only a few people are commenting. Tell me where you're watching me from. Christabel. Hi, my young sister. I love you. Good to see you. Yes, tell me you are here. Rogers Malele. Forward. Yes. Solwezi. I love Solwezi. Solwezi is always good. Good attendance from Solwezi, guys. Keep the fire burning. I know it has been long, but let's not give up in the last. Let's finish strong. Let's finish strong, guys. We are here to share information. If you have any, information you want the public to know, you can inbox me so we can share it. Share, guys. Let me share as well. We have breaking news here to inform people that the last days are really important. We all have to be connected and share the news. Share the news so that we get ready to go and vote. Everybody should be informed of the latest developments. As you know, my name is Queen Pumi. I am a human rights activist and a political advocate. And my group name is Nangoma Foundation. We have a group of observers observing this election. We are excited. A few of our members, they're already getting their registration with the ECZ through the Civic Center, but there's confusion and it's, ECZ, they waited the last minute to start this accreditation process. So there's a lot of people there. I think the Civic Centers, especially in Lusaka, is overwhelmed. If you go on Matomola's page, you can see what's going on. It's like confusion, guys. It's confusion. So welcome. If you're just joining us, share in the groups, guys. Share. It's important to stay tuned in. At Matomola TV, we have people on the ground, so they know what's happening. So what we are posting here is a real news because we have observers all over the country around Zambia. In the four corners of Zambia, we have observers everywhere. So the news that we are sharing here is what is happening in Zambia, is the real news from the ground. So we have people on the ground and they are sharing updates and they are part of our group. So welcome, guys. If you're just joining us, I'm just here sharing a little bit so we can have more people to join us and we can get started. I'll be joined by my staffers. I see I have one team member on the group, Mr. Mwansa, welcome. I see Mr. Ragi as well. Thank you guys for joining. Let's just share. You can just greet everyone, Mr. Mwansa and Mr. Charlie. You can just pass your greetings to welcome everybody.
Thank you. Good evening, ma'am, and good morning that side. I don't know if it's afternoon. And
You are
good
on
evening.
mute.
Good.
You are on mute.
How is it? Hello?
We can't hear you.
Stu? Hello?
Okay, Ragi, how are you? Can you just greet everyone before we get started? How are you today, Ragi? Okay, guys, welcome, welcome. So we are here today. Let's get started. I don't want to waste much of your time. Yes, so today we have 4 topics to update you. The first topic, I think, which is really important, is the topic about the ECZ server. So if you remember last election, something happened in the server room and the server crashed and the numbers changed when the servers came back up. So let's talk, guys. In the comments below, share your opinions, what you think about the server room. Guys, just share your comments. So we'll talk about the ECZ server room. We also talk about the ECZ accreditation process. So ECZ has a process to accredit observers around the country to monitor these elections. So my organization, we have been working and waiting to get clearance from ECZ to start the accreditation process, and they started late. I think they just started last week. So the numbers are overwhelming, like they haven't prepared to take care to register voters in a swift, efficient manner. If you can see on Honorable Matomola's page, a lot of people, they are stranded. You know, it's a congestion, and we are in the middle of a pandemic. There is no control there. So that is a super spreader event. The ECZ itself accreditation process is a super spreader event. You know, there's a lot of people at the Civic Center in Lusaka who are crowded and trying to get their papers processed and get the card. So this is what we want to talk about. We also want to talk about Mr. Kambwili, what he was campaigning on ZNBC and his message. Mr. Kambwili, again, he will not stop talking about the same lies he has been peddling. He's been talking tribalism. So we are just here to say, ignore Mr. Kambwili. That's all we want to tell the Zambian people. So we'll talk in detail about that as well. And then we also saw a female police officer. I saw a female police officer giving a statement to say they will arrest anybody who goes to hand out masks because the president can do whatever he wants. Because he's the president, we citizens cannot compare ourselves to the president. And we have a comment about that. And then also we saw Mr. Kanganja also, you know, he's all over. He wants to be the Minister of Health. He wants to be in charge of the elections. So we see Zambia police, they are overstepping their boundaries in the name of protecting the constitution. We want to discuss this because I think the job of Zambia police, the constitutional mandate is to protect the people. But we are seeing people being attacked, UPND members being killed. The police is nowhere to be seen. The police is nowhere to arrest these thugs. There are so many atrocities which are being committed. In Chawama, which is the home township of our president, there is a high crime in Chawama, which is the hometown of our president. And we are here to say, you know what, if you are the president of Zambia, your hometown should be an example, should be a role model of peace, should be a role model of multi-partyism. Zambia is not a one-party state. We became a multi-party state, I think, when we're in, is it 1990, 1991, when we got, when we changed from UNIP to multi-partyism under MMT. So there's a lot of hypocrisy going on, and the days are short. We are under 2 weeks, and these people, they are trying by all means to paralyze the campaign of the opposition. They are trying, Zambia police is over. In simple words, this is my opinion. Zambia is a free country. We are a democracy. We are free to express our opinions. And they have shut people up to a point where they are targeting people. If you say something, they'll come and pick you. They'll come and attack your house. We saw yesterday a UPND official, his house was ransacked, windows broken, there's total lawlessness. There's a breakdown of rule of law has broken down. There is no order. And we see police officers talking like they are politicians or they are from ECZ. No, talk about whom you arrested. Give us a statement of which thugs you arrested. That, for me, that's what I expect to hear from Zambia police. If Zambia police comes on air, they should give us a brief history of, the piece, what they are doing, the number of arrests they have made, criminals they are chasing. They should give us a report on how they are maintaining law and order, how they are arresting the thugs. This is what we expect from the police. The police should be giving us a report on what the work they are doing, not meddling in politics, on who should go where and who should not go what. In the same Zambian constitution, this is the last 14 days before election. So everyone is entitled to campaign as long as they are following the COVID guidelines. So I don't see why this Zambia police is so compromised. Is shameful. Zambia police is so compromised. Like now, Nelson Inabafunya Zambia police. I think for me, if I were Zambia police, but I would never lay some kulanda. They should even stop wearing a uniform here, Zambia police. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying, but the Zambia police is so compromised, and so for them, Filete Balelanda is not suiting for the message they are saying is not suited for someone to be in a police uniform and then talking politics. We are saying, take off those uniforms and be politicians. Wear PFC regalia. If you want to join UPND, you are welcome. Wear our regalia and speak. Otherwise, what you are doing is hypocrisy. So that's Zambia police. But CK, you have continued to talk on tribalism. We are not going to spend much time on tribalism. I'm just going to say that CK, we are ignoring you. ZNBC, for me as Nangoma, CEO and founder of Nangoma, which is a human rights organization, I will make sure that the government that comes in place, if we change, they fire everybody at ZNBC. They should not give a platform to come really to preach hate speech. Hate speech, as we know, is a crime punishable by the Zambian law. Why hasn't Kambwili been arrested? Meanwhile, Chela, who just said this she with you, is in there for 2 years with hard labor. We are saying these selective policies, Zambia police is compromised, the judiciary is compromised. It's in black and white. Everybody has been bought off, or they have been silenced, or they are just making decisions to favor PF. And that's why we are here to say, guys, if we don't vote these people out, come August 12 or 13, we will all be refugees, we'll be fugitives, we'll be running from our homes. That's why we are here to campaign every day, guys, to say these people have to go. And the election must be won by a landslide victory. By 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, the results should be announced to say, you know what, HH has won so much, ECO will not catch up. This is what we want. We do not want a situation where we even give a chance to ECZ to cook up numbers. So, guys, this is what we are saying. And the accreditation process, I won't say much. My team is here. Ragi is there. Precious is there. Ben is there. Andrew is there. So you guys, you can pick whatever topic you want to talk about. We are talking about the ECZ, the ECZ accreditation, Kambwili campaign, Zambian politics, and the police. And also, I'm going to be having a guest, a UPND candidate from Mpulungu. He's going to talk about the manifesto of our party and the economic management section. So Mr. Sakala will be joining us later as we proceed in the meeting. So guys, if you are ready, you can just raise up your hand and you can give your contribution. So we can just do randomly. Let's just talk about all these issues together, you know. For me, on the issue of a server, I don't think we need a server at ECZ. A server room is just a room to manipulate figures. You know, why do we need a server? Why do we need all the results to go into one server? If that's the case, we need 10 servers to say the information that is being fed to ECZ server should be fed to UPND server and all the stakeholders. Otherwise, for me, my opinion is we are all learned to Alisambira. We know how to add. So we are going to add the results this year. We are going to track each vote. We are going to track each vote from the ballot box until Mulungushi Tallying Center. But ECZ is just to announce the results. That server is just a way to cook up votes, to rig the election. We say no. We have to add our own results. I don't know why we even accept to have a server room. Why? Why do we have a server room? Our results here throughout Zambia, they go into one central location. And then you limit the people who are going into that, into the server room. Limit, you handpick people to go in the server room. Zambians, we need to wake up. That system, the way itself, the way it's set up, is to rig the election. We must say no. Whoever made that law is a stupid law, is all I can say. After my talk late, it's like, you know what? Olomumpanga fijanga boa na musalangana mwayabu ulobo mwatola boa mwabika mu basket. Eo nomba mwapwisha olo yatwali abayi twale ya mango. Mwaso mango mwabika mu basket. Mwamona mwachiraswa mango banga muli 5. The 5 people mwachiraswa mango. Elo nomba ya mwapwisha okuswa mango. Mwasenda basket mwapelo muntu mwachiakanya. No. Wiwe elo twaleswa mango nga mwaswa mango mwabika mu basket bonse pale pakwakana mango bonse mulebula uyabula. That's democracy. But ama elections balechita ama vote, when everybody votes, they take the votes and put them in the server and restrict people who are going into that server. Zambians, that is like giving away your election. Immediately you agree to taking your votes into a server room and restricting people who are entering that server. Nishimwashtisha election, chapwa. So this is what I'm saying, guys. We should not have a situation where we are allowing our results to a voter. We have harvested all these UPND votes. My vote is really to actually harvest. Now the time for them to announce the results, they put them in a server. But restrict about kuingira mu server. Do we know what the hell is happening in that server? So that's why we are saying this power to the people. This year, if you are going to restrict abantu mu server, we say no. And we say these results are going to be counted by everyone on a computer, on a laptop. Now, if it means on a piece of paper, we have a lot of paper, we'll be adding. Eloba, ECZ probably announce some results. They must match with our results. So we have a special guest, Mr. Sakala is here. I know he has some commitment, so I'll let him speak so he can go, and then we can continue the program. Welcome, Mr. Sakala. The floor is yours. You are on mute.
Have unmuted myself. Thank you so much. How are you, my sister?
On mute, volume.
I have unmuted myself. Hold on.
Volume.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. The devil is a liar.
No.
Hold on, my sister. Oh, I am unmute.
Yes, we are having technical issues, Mr. Sakala. There is no volume coming through.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Sound check.
I can hear you very clear. I'm surprised you can't hear me.
Sound check.
Me, I can hear you. I hear you very clear. You.
Yeah, but we cannot hear you.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Let me portion this.
Take away the earpiece.
For the earpiece, can you?
Take away the earpiece. Funyeni earpiece.
The earpiece is off. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Jesus.
No.
Oh my God, the devil is a liar.
Guys, can you hear Mr. Sakala?
I can hear him as well. Yeah. Somebody can hear me.
Hello, Mami. Are you getting me, Uncle Sakala?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear him?
Yes, I can. I think, Mom, what you do is you've got, I think, connection problem. I don't know what you do about that because we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, sir, loud and clear. Mom, can you hear me? Can I proceed?
Yes.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Hallelujah. Thank you so much.
Have you guys been hearing me all this time?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Go ahead.
I was about to rebuke the devil for trying to block the airwaves. You know, the devil can't rob us everything, can't rob us the country. They want now to rob us the opportunity to speak to our people so that they may know what is the truth, so that when they go to voting, they vote for what is right. This time, as Zambians, we don't want to make mistake. We don't want to make any mistake. You understand?
So, Mr. Sakala, just a minute. So before you go ahead, a lot of people, they don't know who you are. Can you give a brief introduction of yourself?
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Jesus, come on, camera. Brief introduction of myself. Yes, my name is Sakala Henry here in New York. I am a UPND supporter, and I was the aspiring candidate from Mpulungu constituency. I was standing there as an incoming MP, but something happened. They played me monkey tricks, and they played themselves. If they thought they played me, they played themselves. I'm based here in New York. That's where I work. I'm a family man. I have 4 kids, and I have a heart and a passion for Zambia. In my own capacity as a patriotic Zambian, who try by all means to work with people home, I've tried to do some of the things to uplift the lives of our fellow Zambians, not only there, even here in New York. More and above, can I call myself a community activist who have heart for Zambia and who has been looking forward that Zambia comes first than an individual or any political party. Where I see wrong, I speak. And where I see right, I uplift. It doesn't matter how much you think you can buy me or give me. I'll speak what is right according to the way I see it fit for the masses and not for individuals. I'm not a commodity. I cannot be bought by anybody. I speak because I choose to speak for the betterment of the masses in Zambia. Going by our manifesto as UPND, you know, my fellow Zambian, don't be cheated. In our manifesto, it is written to start with. It says the UPND shall maintain Zambia as a Christian nation. Don't hear from any other person who try to put in your windows and throw you back and try to call themselves, oh, Christian for Lungu. These other people are not Christian. The devil is a liar, not this time. Whatever you try to throw in our way, try to put the right man in office. It's not going to work. My main point in our manifesto is economic management. We in UPND, as written in our manifesto, because most of the time when we're talking with our friends from the other side, they always say, oh, your manifesto, they try to trash our manifesto as if there is nothing sensible written in our manifesto. We as UPND, we have seen the mistakes and the chipante-pante kind of economic management which has been given to us by Edgar Lungu and his government. We have said in our economic management, we'll do what needs in the managing of the resources, the finances, the revenues, and the expenditure. We are saying in our manifesto, in managing all this, we will see to it that there is transparency, accountability, integrity in doing all this. Uncoordinated and expensive borrowing, we say it shall not be tolerated, as written in our manifesto. You see, learning from sin through this chipante-pante kind of politics and management of the economy by the PF, we have moved in to say we cannot spend what we don't have. And when we are borrowing, there shall be transparency and accountability. And what are we borrowing for? And we shall never borrow only for consumption. We borrow to invest where it's fit for the betterment of Zambians. I'll give you an example. We have even gone on to say priority is the best. We have seen in this country priority is, in this government, the priority is off. When it comes to priority, you can't just go and borrow for consumption or borrow for something which will never bring economic benefit to Zambians. I'll give you an example. You can't go borrow to buy fire tenders, which are not the priority. If you see, my dear brothers and sisters, their ministers can't even explain when they tell them, okay, you spent 42 million on these fire tenders. Can you explain this expenditure of 42 million on fire tenders? How you arrived on that price? They can't explain. We in the UPND, we are saying they shall be accountability and transparent when it comes to economic management of the Zambian resources, Zambian funds, when it comes to procurement. There will be no fictitious figures which cannot be explained. When you Zambians, priority should be what is it, what we want as Zambian, which is going to move our country to point A to point B. Mr. Lungu and his government, when Zambians were crying for jobs, when Zambians were crying for you to revamp some industries where our youth who are roaming the streets of Zambia without jobs, without employment, when they said, we need you to revamp some kind of industries where we can get the jobs. What was their priority? Their priority was to go and buy a most expensive plane just for the president to be flying in that plane. We in UPND, we are saying Your priorities are off. That's why in our manifesto, we have said, when it comes to economic management, priorities should be put first. And in these priorities, they shall be transparency, not jipante-pante, not a gang of few people seated in the State House and they start dictating the course of our nation when it comes to our economy. Priorities. What was the priority of our nation to procure fire trucks? Were they expecting fire? Was the price fair? Was there accountability in procuring that? No. That's why we see their ministers can't explain. They fail. Moreover, move to the Minister of Health, Procurement, Economic Management. How did they procure expired drugs? Was there accountability, transparency? Was it fit? That's why when you see they put them on the hot seat to explain, they can't explain. And there is no one who was given account as to how they arrived on this kind of procurement. That's why in economic management, we are saying expenditure has to be checked. That's why in our core values, in our manifesto of UPND, we have said there shall be unity in diversity. Everybody is involved in the management of Zambians' affairs. It shall not be for Bembas. It shall not be for people from Eastern. It shall not be for people from Dollar, Quito, or everywhere. It shall be for all Zambian. Diversity, unity in diversity. And we have said there shall be equality before the law. We have seen in the recent days, there's no equality in the law. The same case, if you are UPND, you face 5 years sentence. The same case, if you're PF, they'll set you free. The same case, if you rub shoulders with the authorities in government, they'll set you free. They will never even appear in court. They will just take you for question and release you. The same case is being given to, if it's another party who have committed that offense, the treatment is differently. So we in our manifesto, we are saying equality before the law, respect for freedoms of right of all citizens. We have said transparency, accountability, integrity, and social justice. Mwabantu bakwalesa mfweni. Ifindela ndapo my priorities to mwene adi off muli the economic management ya chalo cheso. Panga ndapa mianu imwe. Ngawe mufyashi wali kwa tabana. Na umwana tupanga ndapa linsala. Elo nombo we mufyashi. Waya kongola olupia. Owa ulolupia wa kongola. Icha kutila ati uchite invest muchintu. Icha la mibuese shako olupia pakuti mushitio ulupia lumwa mushite fyakulya. Lumwa muchite invest pakuti bulio butushi bupwe. Elo ewe mufyashi panganda kwa kumushimayo Mungu fuitishe sana. Wabula ulolupia. Wayashite njinga. Iyo wakula enshaweka we mufyashi. Insala ya konkanya bupanganda. Ninshi kwena uli mufyashi wa mano utontonkanya bwene. That's why we are saying, come next month. In these 2 weeks remaining, make sure vote wisely. Vote UPND and vote HH and everyone standing for UPND. God bless you. I know Zambians, you're going to do it. I continue speaking. We'll be speaking. Pumi and my dear brothers and sisters listening, let's keep the fire burning. It's never too late. Let's finish strong. We cannot let Zambia go down the drain. These people, they keep lying against COVID because of their failed policy. People, when you look in their economic management, look at the growth of Zambia, which was projected in 2019, 2020. It has never been like that. 1.9%. COVID only accelerated the direction in which they were going in their chipante-pante. Now, balefu abatulikire fyonse covid fyonse yo ni covid tamumwene noku ni covid mwalobelia not this year. We shall never be shut up. We'll keep talking. Pull me over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. We are so happy to have you. Before I let you go,
yes,
there is
this
situation where we have the Zambia police. They are meddling into politics. But Zambia police, what is the comment on the status, the way Zambia police is handling the violence? We have seen violence has continued. What is your take on this?
One, you see, they have induced fear in the Zambia police. There is no separation of power. Let the professionals do their job. We have seen where when the police officers act according to the way he or she has been trained to act, she's transferred or she's intimidated. Lack of proper separation of power. Our elected officials have infiltrated where they are not supposed to be. If you are a fisherman, your place, your jurisdiction of operation, nikumumana the hospital, wingi the hospital, bushamwi hospital mwali besavi. Abokana ishi babale sangwa muri fiance. You understand? And two, GBM said it. He said we recruited cadres to be police officers. He said it. It's on record. So they were recruited for what purpose? To protect PF. And now the manifestation is being shown. So some of these are not police officers. They are cadres recruited with an agenda to protect PF. And now, batilo musukubi utuki shempanga. Because of these rotten nuts, now we are saying the whole police office or the whole police service is rotten. It's not rotten. They are those who mean well. But since they have been infiltrated by the so-called cadres, they are ratting them, even when they are trying to do their job in a professional way. That speaks to what kind of government we have now. That is, it's a government of Chipante-Pante, which doesn't mean well to the nation. It only means well to themselves. And that's why in these 2 weeks remaining, Zambians, I don't know what I can say. Make sure pakuya mukuvota mwe bantu mwikashipula. Iyo mule ingira polling box. Mwilala dimension. Iyo mule ingira polling box. Takuli ukamibe pati na tubika mu kamera tule munefe mule vota. Voteni no mutima. Voteni kuti mumone chalo chesu cha pantanshi. Mukwisa kwa buteko bupya bwa HH na ba UPND. Tuibepwa kuli ba musansa mpolo ba pompo mushivila nsala. Abatulayo musengere wa chela no musengere wa kulala potetileshi batupele yo. Uno mwaka baikata panshi. Batilo kwebele mfa kwana kumuntanshi. Inecho ndandila nshilandila lupia nangu nshilandila nsala. Ngabambi panti balelandile nsala mulandu wakutila tiba PF bali baponyeshe nsala. Inendandilo mulandu wakutila na limite mamwe na Zambia. Mayo konsoko mule mumfuira pali chino chitunshi. Ishibeni yokutila icho ndela ndila mulandu wakutemwa kwa chalo chandi. No mulandu wakutila tindefwa ichalo chandi. Ichalo chesu chie pantanshi. Chilabwelele numanga mulidunu na forward batu bika mulivesi. Mayo, over to you.
Thank you so much. Mwalanda mwandini nomba sisi mule ponya mapinda. Ndefa muponya mapinda kuli bakambwiri. Because bakambwiri bamona kwate baishi ba mapinda beka. What is your message to Kambwiri on his tribalism, continued hate speech, tribalism, privatization? Nga mwalanda finala milekera ko muleya.
Mayo bakambwiri nibamunshebwa nibachumbu munshololwa nga kyaloloka kila kontoka ikibemba kitira munshebwa aile na mafikubuko. If you can't listen to what the people are saying, no, I don't know how I can even put it. The man is all full of himself. And I laugh at the UPND. You can't have a finished commodity, somebody who don't have a substance. It's the one you are parading on the stage. Madam, listen to this. If you have an important message to deliver to the masses, the messenger, the carrier of the message is also valuable, so that the people will listen. When Jesus Christ was picking messengers, he didn't pick fools. He didn't pick idiots. He chose the people. Now, abantu nga balebuula ekipuba ekiwerewere tebalebika pa stage kileonaula ikileleeta fyolubuli n'empasase pakati k'abantu. What does that mean? N'abapelelwa. It's like a monkey. When a monkey runs, when you are chasing a monkey in the bush, so those of you mwebalunga, kolwenga mwamupepeka butuka sana anakatefu, ala butukani na kuchimu tichitari, elwafimba pamenso. Meaning he can't see you and you can't see him. Botela tukuingira ku bwendo bwa chimpelesha. The PF nabengira ku bwendo bwa chimpelesha nabeshi babaleya nabeshi bakuti balelusa. So they are trying to use everything. If you wele abatuntulu pashala febale bomfya nembwa shilebo sa shiletila PF alebwelela. Trust me, I will tell you this. Look at the people they are sending to talk about the economics, to talk about the dollar. My God, these guys.
Imagine Malembe. That's child abuse.
The question is, okay, nangumuleba tumabantu bafundeni ife bafuire balandako at least mwamwonekako mwaikavako. How you send people? They don't even know what they're talking about. Bale, lack of a better word, bale bosa fear. Because you think Zambians are fools. You think Zambians will listen to anything. Alabane twalibuka twalicha. Elo pali inonshita kwali bane fitunshi ngefitule landirapo. Tule change kwa abantu. Ukuti bangeshiba. Nango munga tuma bakambwili balande finshi. Ala tafyaka bombe. Noti unomukulu. God has stolen your brains so that you may keep making mistakes. That's what he does when you run out of favor on the seat which he gave to you to lead the people. Now you start misleading people. He takes away the brains so that you keep making mistakes. Just look to what happened to King Saul. King Saul was loved by God and favor was on him. But when King Saul started abusing, started getting involved into other things, because God put him on the throne to save the people. Jeremiah said, God has picked you as leaders to lead the people, shepherd to lead the people, but you have become shepherds who are feeding on the sheep. And what does God do? He takes away that favor. Not this time, not under our watch. It doesn't matter what it costs us. We'll do what is best to make sure that PF leaves office. It's not that we hate PF. We don't hate you. We hate what you are doing and the direction you are taking for our nation. And we, some of us, we are not saying Mr. HH is a messiah. He's gonna do everything perfect. But we are saying we want to be this reckless like what we are seeing. And me, as Sakala Henry, even me, Mr. HH, goes astray. You hear me talking because we are patriotic citizens. Our nation comes first. Then if who comes first? Edgar Lungu, Alewelelapo. Ichalo, Kunuma. Economy, Kunuma. Number one, State House. You see, that's the wrong thing. So we're saying, let people who knows what it means to be patriotic and who knows what it means to run the nation. Bese batutungulule. Twalimitemwa fumeni po mumutende, sheni chalo mumutende. Tabasha balona. Bantu n'abaana benu balefwana bakese ikala mu kyalo kimwe kine n'okuteeka bakateke. So utupe balonga fe mumutende n'okuyamwa mwaya twamyumbira amakuku. Lelo titatwakalabe. If we had to ask, said icho tukebukishishapo ba Edgar Lungu nga bafuma pa buteeko kinshi okuyentanshi. One, eba letere violence yo tatwamona po mu kyalo. Two, eba letere corruption yo tatwamona po mu kyalo. Three, eba tuletere fwe bena Zambia. Eba letere obuteko bwibira abantu. Just imagine. Now, before I go, madam, you have just reminded something. You see, they can try to massage your brains. Civil servants, everybody, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Last year, they knew that you were suffering. Why didn't they swap your death? They didn't swap it. Why, when we are close to the election, that's when they want to swap your date? And how come they're calling it date swap? Can I give it a name?
Yes, yes.
You know, government cut the loans from the paychecks, from the payroll for the civil servant, right? And they never remitted to the lenders. So when you book up all that's why Beport and Atras Mara, they have refused to get involved in this because kabola la tete yakwivire takupera shiriempi yakwivire tabapera ba Atras na ba Beport shiriempi babevile shitabale stari miti elwabwera kabola la umawine ati twala uma debt swap.
Are they swapping on a banani? Who are they swapping the debt with?
Mayo babe pusho kutila ati okay muleta swap debt shiri mpia mwatu kutuile shota mwaba pera fesi tuwese sheni kabina mkwate mpia.
Yes.
Elo tu bali abasha kongwele ekutila bena tabalechula na balechula so bena mubabikile pesa bena tamulefwa mubafwe elo bambi mana asezi abo tubikile ku forefront ya COVID. They are front line workers who are really helping to heal our people who have been who have COVID. Elo ngata kwa tenkongole ni shena tapali chakwe alaika la fyokula chita expose limbikuti afuira na mono ngubulwele uko abulo kutira timu mone twala ba fashion bane game isuma civil servant go for it if they are doing it and benefit from it, but just know that it's not going to last for a long time. This is just a game. Ngabawina nombe chibipile feta kutira tabaka wini. It will die a natural death. So with it, nutshell, my sister, let's keep encouraging our fellow Zambians to vote UPND and to move forward. Not this time we went to Akwalesa. Laveniko. Umone, I'll give you something. Don't be blindfolded with this little thing they are giving. It's like a man who's married, right? Akasuba konse tatemenwa mukashi wakwe alemwe banefimashi wifya bukuba mona iwe na winisha sana mona efimishishi but ubu shikulira bafika mu bed bamkulala afayo kuti ale babwino because kulitwa lefu yakumukashi eba PF velechita ili yonse you were useless ili yonse tabale for kutevira bashibati nista my election elo romba bambo kuleta utwa kuaminisha. It's like that man ubushikomba yo sweetie so nomba pida mwalefu yakatenge tukashita techa kwesha kulitwa lefu behind those sweet sentiment. If he is a good husband, he has to be good during the day. He has to be good yesterday. He has to be good last week. He has to be good last year. Then everything shall follow. No, palast. Don't buy it. People don't buy it.
Thank you. I think Namulanda, good points. We are honored to have you here. We won't even dilute FM Mwalanda. We want people to digest this this live and the words you have shared. So we'll end here, guys. Thank you, Henry, for joining us. I hope you join us more, because we need people like you who are prominent in the society to come here and share these videos in your communities. The goodness of videos is like it can reach all four corners of Zambia. Mamona, information will be shared. So thank you, guys. We'll meet you here tomorrow again at 21 hours. Good night and thank you.
Take care. Let me go back to work.